All Aboard Phonics lessons follow the typical structure of most phonics sessions. This is introduce, revisit, teach, practice and apply. Phonics sessions are designed to be short and pacey. We recommend your lesson to last around 20 minutes and should be taught every day. Generally, your 20 minutes would be broken down into roughly 2 minutes on introduce, 3 minutes on revisit, 3 minutes on teach, 5 minutes on practice, and around 7 minutes on apply. We all know, however, that really anything can happen in a classroom, and so these are designed, of course, just to be guidelines, and you'll know what feels right for your class that day to keep the lesson feeling pacey. Step 1 is introducing the learning objective. We teachers are sick to death of being told why sharing a learning objective is a good idea, so we keep it super short and to the point. They provide a good focus for the class and get everyone on the same page. But it's not the most fun part of a lesson, so always move swiftly on. Next, you'll move on to the revisit section of a lesson. Every lesson plan identifies an activity or game to revise sounds or sometimes tricky words previously taught. A common revisit game is Quick Dash, where you hold a grapheme or Pictophone card and have the children call out the sound for each. This is an essential part of a phonics lesson as it reinforces prior learning, and it's a great opportunity for the teacher to formatively assess progress and any gaps that there are in knowledge. The teach section of the lesson is when the learning objective for that day will be addressed. Usually this will be introducing a new Pictophone, phoneme and grapheme, or in the later stages of phase 5, a new alternative sound. You'll see that we script this section out for you in our manuals, so you'll know exactly what to say and how to say it. You'll also need a whiteboard for most of the teach section activities. Next, move on to the practice part of the lesson. We have a number of games to encourage appropriate practice for the objective for that lesson. A personal favourite of mine is Spot the Fake, where children read out words you've written on our treasure chest coins, and then they decide if they belong in the treasure chest, if they are real words, or in the bin if they are nonsense words. A boring phonics lesson is a bad phonics lesson since, let's be honest, English is such a horrible, irregular language that it is honestly very difficult to teach and learn. Aim to keep things lively and punchy. Finally, move on to the apply section of your lesson. Where the practice section is more about group learning, in apply you want your pupils to be moving towards more independence with the objective of the day. So you'll see a lot of mini whiteboard games or partner games in our manuals. Each lesson plan also provides a corresponding worksheet which you can use. We strongly believe that building confidence is at the core of all learning. So regularly praising your pupils over literally every little thing that they get right and jumping in to support when necessary will be fundamental in achieving this. Finally, throughout the whole lesson, you should be formatively assessing pupils' progress. If you notice particular difficulties with a phoneme or grapheme, you will need to build this into the following lesson's revisit section. We recommend keeping a post-it note and pen close to hand for this during the session, as it's impossible to keep everything in your head. If you notice an individual child particularly struggling, you should then consult our All Aboard Phonics Plus intervention manual to complete a baseline assessment and get the pupil started on a targeted intervention right away. Most importantly, have fun with your phonics lessons. The goal is for you and your students to look forward to phonics and leave with smiles on your faces.